Hi, I'm Dr. Deborah Greenblatt, Assistant Professor of Early Childhood and Childhood Multicultural Education at Medgar Evers College at the City University of New York. Today I'm going to share with you a book that I hope will lead you to do a lot of activities, and it's just a really fun book to read. It was recommended to me by a friend, and I think that is the best way to get books because our friends know us really well and the kinds of stories that we like. And now's a great time to get recommendations. Hopefully you can find the books online, and I will share some resources with you to how to get some books from your local public library digitally and from some other places. The book is called The Word Collector, and it's by Peter H. Reynolds, who did not only the story but also the illustrations. And what's great about this is I took off the cover to make reading it aloud easier, and I got to see some of the other front matter, we call it, of the book that shows some of his excellent work as an illustrator. Sometimes we forget to look at this part, and yet there's so much to see. Even the title page is really cool. See how many words you can read and recognize. Do you know the meaning of all of them? Collectors collect things. Some people collect stamps. Some people collect coins. Others collect rocks. Some collect art. Do you know anyone who collects these things? Some collect bugs, others collect baseball cards. Some collect comic books. My brother actually used to collect baseball cards and comic books, so I can make a text-to-self connection here too. And Jerome, what did he collect? So Jerome must be the main character of this book, and I bet you could predict what he collected by the title of the book. Do you remember what that is? Jerome collected words. And what's his word there say? He collected words he heard. My trip to Peru was perfectly pleasant, because certain words caught his attention. He collected words he saw. Certain words jumped out at him. What word did he see there? He collected words he read. Certain words just popped off the page. Okay, he's reading The Wizard of Oz, and the word emerald popped off the page. Short and sweet words. Spark, bloom, drift, dream. Two-syllable treats. Treasure, motif. Whisper, candid, hover, glimmer. So if they're two syllables, then we could count them out. Glimmer. Candid. And multi-syllable words that sounded like little songs. Oh my gosh, these are such good ones. Geometry, wonderful, symphony, guacamole, and kaleidoscope. Let's see if we could count out the syllables in kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. Get them all? There were words he didn't know the meaning of at first, but they were marvelous to say. Aromatic, vociferous, effervescent. There were words whose sounds were perfectly suited to their meaning. Molasses, torrential, Tyrannosaurus rex, smudge, bellow. Bellow. That one sounds good. Jerome filled his scrapbooks with more and more favorite words. Oh gosh, he has a lot of scrapbooks. Jerome's collections grew. He began organizing them. Dreamy, science, sad, poetic. One day, while transporting them, this is a clue, right? One day while transporting them, I think the author wants us to predict. So why don't you predict? What do you think will happen next based on what you see in that picture and what could happen in real life? Jerome slipped and his words went flying. I bet you were right. Oh my goodness, look at him there. Ah. As he began to pick them up, he noticed his collections had become jumbled. Big words next to little words, sad words next to dreamy words. Jerome began stringing words together, words he had not imagined side by side. Whisper, symphony, electric, peace, savor, dreams, cascading, stars. He used his words to write poems. He used his poems to make songs. They moved. They delighted. One of his simplest words were his most powerful. I understand. I'm sorry. Thank you. You matter. Those are powerful words. Jerome eagerly collected more and more of his favorite words. The more words he knew, the more clearly he could share with the world what he was thinking, feeling, and dreaming. One breezy afternoon, Jerome climbed the highest hill, pulling a wagon packed with his word collection. I think maybe the author wants us to make a prediction here too. What do you think might happen next? He smiled as he emptied his collection of words into the wind. Oh, that's not what I predicted would happen. That's awesome. I wonder what people will do with those words. That's another thing we could predict. He saw children in the valley below scurrying about, collecting words from the breeze. Yeah, I bet some of you are thinking about that could be littering if they don't clean it up, but I think they're going to clean it up and use it to make some poems just like Jerome did. Jerome had no words to describe how happy that made him. Reach for your own words. Tell the world who you are and how you will make it better. Peter Hamilton Reynolds. The end. Yay. Awesome. So many of you have probably seen different word poem magnets that you could put on your refrigerator and make move the words around to make some poems, but you can do that just with slips of paper, just like Jerome did in his book here, in the book here. You can also use the words to figure out syllables. There's also different kinds of poems that use syllables that have different rules, like haikus. So you can use the words that you move around to do special kinds of poems as well. There's lots of activities. And while you're reading things, whether that's around the house or in books or even while you're watching TV, you can try to catch some words that excite you and see what you can do with them. Because as Jerome said, the more words that he knew, the better he could express what he was thinking and feeling and the world around him. And so we always want to be collecting words. I had a board actually in my classroom that was our word collection, and so whenever we came across beautiful words and beautiful language, we would catch it and put it up on our board and share it with each other, especially those words that are just fun to say and have interesting meanings to them, just to help us express ourselves better. So I will post some links to give you some more ideas of things to do, but I hope you enjoyed the Word Collector. Peter H. Reynolds has written a lot of other books, so definitely take a look at those, and I will hopefully be posting some more videos soon, and enjoy the rest of your day.